Hello, legends. I have a really cool topic to show you tonight. It is an AI hack that you're absolutely going to love. I'm just making sure I'm live here and on my channels. So this is an AI hack that I spoke about the other day. I had the pleasure to speak at an industry event, and I shared this hack. Using ChatGPT, and it is a GPT that is over there on ChatGPT that I use to for social listening purposes. But how you can use it in your industry to gain insight and to gather data and analytics, I'm going to share it with you. You're going to absolutely love it. I'm just going to share this here. Before I begin, if you're not already, make sure you do follow, like, subscribe, or share, depending on what channel you're watching this on, because I am multi-streaming this. Drop your comments below. If I don't see it live, I will go back afterwards and answer that for you. Sorry, I'm just sharing this into my Facebook group. If you are on Facebook, I do have a free marketing group where you can get free downloads and that sort of thing from. And yeah, if you are watching the replay, because I do upload this to YouTube and other channels, etc., make sure you also do drop your questions there because I can answer it. Okay, this cool AI hack is going to save you so much time. And you know what? I actually wish I knew it myself earlier. I stumbled upon it recently, just playing around with a few things. And I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I knew this earlier. So the other day I was speaking at an industry event. I do a couple of speaking events, and I had given them this hack for their industry, and I thought I would jump on and talk about it tonight. So I will share my screen and explain that to you. For those who don't know me, I own a marketing agency. We specialize in organic marketing. So that's using non-paid methods. And what I mean by that is advertising. Obviously, you pay in some respect because I'm going to be showing you the paid version of ChatGPT. It's around $20 or $24 a month, or up to $30 a month, depending on which version you get. I think the one I pay is about $24. If you want to do it effectively, you've got to pay somewhere. You've got to pay with your time or with money. So, you can't get away with it completely free. But what I'm talking about with organic marketing is not paying for Google, Facebook ads and that sort of thing. So I'll share my screen and I'll show you what I am using. You are going to love it. Actually, before I do, I'll explain to you what I've got my notes here, what social listening is. So social listening is the practice of analyzing social conversations across multiple platforms to draw useful and actionable business insights to do with your industry. So I'm in social media marketing, so I want to look at my industry. I also want to look at somewhat competitors. I don't focus on that too much because I, have my own niche, as in my own craft. But let's say you are in the agricultural sector, fitness sector, you probably, when I say competitors, I might want to look at trends, what is trending amongst competitors and that sort of thing. I don't generally get too bogged down with competitor insights, I guess is what I'm saying. So it helps you to draw conclusion on actionable insights that you can take within your industry. Social listening helps you deep dive into social chatter. So what is going on across social media platforms, what your audience is, what the sentiment is across your audience, how they're resonating, how it can be different from Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc. So how you can draw conclusions to then put your content together. You can proactively monitor mentions of your brand, tags. This is great for user-generated content. So if someone is making content with your product or service, you might then want to go ahead and use that for your own content, which is the whole purpose of user-generated content. You might also want to use this for social listening for if you are in a particular trade or niche market. Sorry, my dog wants to go out there. say in the agricultural sector, which I've got a couple of clients in, we might want to look at the fruit growing industry, for example, and what is trending in that, and we need to be ahead of that. And it's really difficult to do this manually. So I'm going to show you how you're going to do it with automation, and you are going to get an email. I'm going to show you how to set up an automation to get an email sent to you weekly, monthly, however you like. So again, I am streaming through a third-party software, so I may not see your questions pop up, but I can get to them afterwards. Okay, let's go ahead and share my screen. Where are we? Share my screen. Okay, we're going to go into Chat GPT. Now, there are other AI tools out there. There's Claude, etc. I can't think of any others right now that I recommend. I use ChatGPT. I love it. You can use whatever you want, but I find this one the best. I've got the paid one that is ChatGPT 4.0, which is the free version. It is really, really good. My understanding is, though, that you can't get these GPTs. GPTs used to be called plugins. They're just GPTs now. It's the same thing. Basically, these are GPTs that people have written. You can go search for them. I pin them to my side so I can use them. I don't use them to write my content, but the example that I'm giving you here is how I do use AI. You can see all the ones that I love here. Like, for example, I've got one in the real estate for real estate listings because I've got some real estate clients. I've got, I don't do Google ads, but I've got a Google ads expert GPT there because I use it for keywords and SEO. I don't offer Google ads as part of my business, but I want to understand keywords because I can use that for keywords in my social media copy. I don't write blogs. I use a copywriter to write blogs, but I can use it. See how it's got SEO there? I use it for the SEO purposes. Universal Primer, that's a really cool one. I'll have to do another video on that another time. That teaches you anything. So if I want to understand something, like something my accountant mentioned me today, he asked me to do something, projected revenue, and I'm like pretending I knew what he was talking about. I went and asked Universal Primer to explain it in dot point for me, and it did. So there's all these things. TubeBuddy is for YouTube, etc. Anyway, the one that I want you to look at and you are going to love is Marketing Strategy AI. So a robust marketing AI with advanced advertising systems and social listening capabilities. Now, I have had this one for a while because I use it to help with strategies. So when a new client comes on board, I give it a prompt, a very, very detailed prompt, and I get it to help me write a strategy. Of course, these only work if you know what to put into it. So I'm not getting this to write all my strategies for my clients. Of course, I have to have an understanding of what to put into it. But I went to use this recently and I went, hang on a minute, I've never read this properly before. And I went, social listening capabilities. My gosh, so can I use this to run reports on social listening in different industries? So I could use this for my clients to understand different industries and for my own business. So I asked this GPT, can you tell me how you can help me with social listening, which I've just explained to you what social listening is, understanding chatter, mentions online, etc. And it spoke back to me and it told me what it can do. I said, great. How do I now do this? What information, and this is what all you need to do is to ask it, what information do I need to give you in order to get that data off you that's going to help me better understand my clients' industries? And it told me what to do. I said, fabulous. So what I then did is down here, I told it exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to run that through with you now, what you tell this GPT. And if you go in, so all you do is when you want to search these GPTs, this is called Marketing Strategy AI. You go into it, and this is only with the paid version. You go in and you type in, literally, Marketing Strategy AI, and you type that in and it'll come up. Now, it's probably not coming up because of, probably will. Yep, Marketing Strategy AI. I've already got it, but if you type that in, it'll come up. See how it's come up there? Now, I don't know if that's the correct one that I've got, but either way, you could find the one that I've got. And then all you do is to keep it in the sidebar is click on it here. I don't know if that's the one that I've got. Marketing strategy AI. Let's go back to the one I've got. The one that I've got, it looks like this by Alexis Jean Daniel. So that's the one that you want. I don't think the other one that I typed in was it, but if you look at Alexis Jean Daniel, she's written that one. And that's the one that you want. So I started off. So I gave it, let's say my account, if I wanted to track my account. And if you go back through my content, I gave you the framework of any prompt. If you type this into Google, you can look this up or go back through my content, the Risen framework or Rise. Rise is another version, RISEN on the end of it. And if you look up what that means, that framework will tell you, every single prompt should follow this framework. And basically, you've got to tell the AI, what you need it to act as. So for example, I want you to act as an expert social media marketer who is an expert in social listening. The niche is digital marketing. The company that you're social listening for is, and put your company in. Put the URL, this is their website. I want you to understand the website. These are the social media channels that I want you to track. Put all the URLs of the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever channels you're on, LinkedIn, etc. I want you to tell it what you want to search for. I want you to search for these topics. Industry, okay, because we put the social media channels in, you would then ask, each, the frequency. So each week, I want you to look for the sentiment of my audience. Tell me on each of these platforms, how is my audience reacting to this? I mean, yes, you've got analytics, but I want you to, give me the social listening for my channels. Tell me about my audience. How are they feeling about this? Tell me, what are my mentions? Collate my tagging, collate, whatever you want to mention. Then I would ask things like industry insights. If you want to track other people, the top voices in your industry, put their URLs in as well. Sorry, it's my dog wanting to come back now. He's a Chihuahua, so he's a little bit needy. Track industry insights from these top voices in my field. So this is really good for LinkedIn, particularly, and put their URLs in. What are the industry insights for the week? What is the general trending, articles for the week? If you want to track your competitors, put them in. They don't know you're tracking them. How many pieces of content are they publishing this week? Was it well received by their audience? What is the general sentiment of their audience? What do you find is their, are they producing educational content? Like, they will come back with, they're generally producing educational content. They're talking about this in your industry. Give the industry that you're in, what was the general focus this week for that industry, etc. So you're tracking your channels, you're asking for feedback on your channels, you're asking for shout outs, mentions, the general sentiment, the general feel. You're asking for competitors. You list your competitors. You can put your competitors' websites in. You can put people in your field, top industry voices. You can ask it to trawl for articles on LinkedIn. You can ask it for trawl for to collate all the trending sounds if you want. Like, what is trending on TikTok? What is trending on Instagram? What tends to be the consensus in my industry? And then you can ask, like I said before, ask for the frequency. I ask for weekly reports, and you have to ask where you want that report to go to. So I ask it to go to my email address. I put an email address in. The one thing I did notice is it doesn't know what time zone you're in. So I said every Friday. I didn't get it on Friday. And I went, Okay, because it's probably going to come Saturday. Maybe it's an American system. So I then went back into the GPT and said, hey, remember this client that I asked you to track for me? Can you please adjust the weekly report and send it on a Thursday evening, Australian Eastern Standard Time? And you can dictate the time. You can also ask what format you want it in the email. Do you want it in a dot point table format? Do you want columns? Do you want, I just want a dot point in each section. Please itemize the channels this way, itemize the industry speakers this way, itemize it this way. Like, what format do you want it in? Send it with a date, the week. I need the report with the week ending and starting, on a Saturday to a Friday, or whatever you want, as specific as you can get. And as things change, you can go back and you can adjust this within the GPT, but the more specific you are, the better. Do you want it in British English, for example? And then each week, or if you just want it monthly, you can ask it to send it to you monthly. But I did notice when I asked it to send, it did send me a note saying, keep in mind that these reports will take time to collate. So if you want to report on the first of every month, and it's for a whole month, just keep in mind that it is trawling these channels. So the more you ask it, the longer it could take for you to get a report. But I just thought that was so cool. Once I come across this, I thought, this is brilliant. It can be sent to my inbox because obviously we manage so many different accounts. I can actually get it sent to the team members' inbox. It can help them with their weekly or their monthly reports, when they're putting their content together. So for you as a business owner, it doesn't even have to be for social media. You could be doing it for diet plans or trending audio or financial news. What are the latest articles this week for cash rates or anything like that? But obviously this is with the paid chat GPT, but how brilliant is that? How amazing is that? So Marketing Strategy AI by Alexis Jean Daniel. I bloody love it. It's so good. Yeah, really enjoying it. So hopefully you got some value from that and it hasn't. Hello, my friend Arifer. I've just kicked it back to StreamYard. So I can see your question there. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, so look, I think this could save so much time, can really, really help with your social listening, can save time on, you can pay for Hootsuite and all of these really expensive platforms that do this for you. But I think just use this. It's brilliant. And of course, once you pay for ChatGPT, the paid version, and Claude and that would do something similar as well, you don't need to be paying for these expensive softwares. So like Hootsuite, which once you get a few clients on there, it was starting to cost $12, $13, $14, $1,700 a month. I got rid of it because I thought, this is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just using this now. So I hope that brought you value. For those, actually, you don't even have to be on LinkedIn. I will be turning this into an article. It will go out on Sunday night on LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, you can still access that article because I do have it set to public, because that's in the SEO settings. And yeah, hopefully you gained value from that. Drop your questions below. Consider subscribing to my newsletter that I just spoke about. And yeah, until next time, have a great weekend. I'll chat to you guys then. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow my social media channels for more daily marketing hacks. And of course, if you are a business that is wanting marketing in your agency, do get in touch. And for those who are not up to that stage yet, I do have a digital online store and my courses are now coming out. I do have my first course out, which is Faceless Content Marketing, which you can purchase if done for you marketing is not in your budget. Okay, we'll chat to you guys then. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.